Hey everybody, this is Ori from OneScales. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about Shopify subcollections, the relationship between collections and subcollections, or some of you know it as categories versus subcategories. There should be a relationship in many of your stores between different categories and subcategories. So by default, Shopify doesn't actually have a relationship, so you actually have to link between them. I'm going to show you the concept and explain to you the concept. And as always, if you have any questions, please ask in the comments, social media, on our website, on YouTube, etc. So very simply put, we have a demo store right here, for example, that we sell toys, and this is just a demo store for this video. And we have some categories. For example, we have a toys category, we have a boys toys, and subcategories. Under boys, we have wooden boy toys, boys bestsellers, we have girls toys, and then certain brands, for example, My Little Pony, Barbie, Hello Kitty, etc. So these are kind of multiple levels. You can see this maybe as the first level, and then there's subcategories, toys, just general toys. Another level would be boys toys, girls toys, bestsellers, and then within boys toys, there's going to be subcategories or sub-collections. So there's actually a hierarchy. There's levels, right? So within boys, you can find all the wooden toys for boys or wooden toys for girls. You can find all the Barbies that are for girls. So you have some levels, if that makes sense. Another way to visualize it is something like this, right? Level 1, level 2. So within toys, we have boys toys, girls toys, bestsellers. And within boys toys, we have wooden toys, bestsellers. Girls toys, we have My Little Pony, Barbie, Hello Kitty. And then maybe bestsellers doesn't have a sub-collection or a subcategory. Okay, so what do you need to do? What do you need to know within Shopify? There's actually pretty simple. I'll explain some of the concepts. So first of all, there's no way to set up direct relationship between categories or collections and sub-collections. For example, boys and wooden boy toys, or boys and bestsellers, or girls and Barbie. So what you have to do is you actually have to link between them. You actually have to have different pages linked to the other pages. So let me show you some example on the easiest way you can do this within Shopify. There's many more ways you can do with developers and programs and tags and things like that, but I want to show you the concept so you understand it, and then you can decide if you want something much more advanced or the most default. Okay, so for example, we already set up this menu, and we also set up a page called toys, which toys, just like you can see here, has toys, boys toys, girls toys, bestsellers. You can see we actually have links here to the sub-collections called boys, girls, and bestsellers. Okay, so this is a concept. So what do you need to do? So first of all, the most simply thing is you actually have to go to your Shopify backend and create these collections. If you go to products and collections, you'll be able to see a list of all the collections. A collection is a place that associates products. So for example, there's 8 products that are related to girls' toys, right? There's 24 products related to toys in general, etc., etc. So the first thing you need to do is just make sure you have created all of the categories or the collections, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Create all of those 9, associate the products, either do them manually or automatically, depending on how you set it up. You can either choose them, or you can have some automated way via a tag or some kind of a logic that you can have. So that's basic Shopify, of course. Okay, the second thing you need to do is actually change your navigation. So how do you do that? Very simply, you go to your online store, click on navigation, and you actually have to change your header and your footer. So I'm going to show you just in this example, change the main menu, which is the header. And what I did is I just created new items, and I basically took the collections that I made and I just created them and I dragged them. Let me show you, let me simplify the video. So what I did is I just dragged them. So for example, right here, let me just show you an example right here. So I have toys. Now I want to create, for example, boys toys. So this is the name that's going to appear, and then I'm going to actually search for the collection that I created within collections, and I'm going to select boys, and I'm going to select on add. And if I do that, I can actually drag it right here to the right a little bit, and it'll actually create level 1. So boys and girls, and I can create sub-collections, sub-sub-collections, sub-sub-sub-collections. I can have as many levels as I want, but your theme, the layout, the front end, will actually need to display it in a different way. Okay, so I clicked on save, I'm good, right? So now I have my navigation. Let me know if that makes sense, if you have any questions about navigation. The second thing I need to do is on my main collection, my main category, I want to actually link to the most popular subcategories or all the sub-collections, right? So how do I do that? Very simply put, I'm going to go to my theme, right here, I'm going to customize the theme, and I'm actually going to select my collection, the page, the template, the layout of collection right here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go right here. Excuse me. What I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to create a new collection, and I'm going to create a new template, for example, called girls toys. Okay, and it's based on the default collection. I created it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a template or a layout difference, one for boys, one for girls, one for bestsellers, one for toys in general. And I'm actually going to create these widgets right here. So I created it first of all. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, let me show you this right here. I'm going to add a section right here, and I'm going to specify collection. I'm going to type that in, and I'm going to actually type in here collection list. And when you do that, it'll actually create 3 or more collections that you can actually link to other collections, making them linkable to quote unquote sub-collections, right? It looks like sub-collections. So I go here back, and I can actually create many. I can create 4, 5, 6, whatever it is. I can create more and more. And when I click here, I'm just going to select the collection. So for example, under girls, I have My Little Pony. I'm going to type in pony or My Little Pony. Going to collect, okay, perfect. Now I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to select Barbie. Okay, perfect. And on and on and on, right? I'm going to Hello Kitty. Let's do one more. Kitty. Okay, right there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually delete the other ones. But you can have more and more, right? You can delete or hide them. Now I did it. I saved it. Now I have a new template that's just for girls. Now I need to actually go to the girls collection. Let's go right here, products here. And I'm going to go to girls. And I'm going to change the template to the one I just created, right? So, excuse me, I forgot to save that. So let me just fix that really quickly. Okay, collections, girls' toys. Okay, so I actually did save it, but it just took a second. So let me refresh. When you create a new theme collection, it takes usually 10 or 20 seconds. So I'm going to click here, girls' toys. And now when I actually go to the girls page, if you wait a few seconds, then it'll have the template itself. So let's wait for a second. Let's just double check. In the meantime, girls' toys, and customize. Just verify that everything is good. Collections, girls' toys. Okay, this should be correct. Oh, and what I didn't do is actually it was at the bottom, so I need to actually drag it up to my top and save it. And if I wait a few seconds, now it'll be on the top. I forgot it was actually at the bottom when I imported it. That's it. Now you can link to the Barbie page, and you effectively made sub-collections. So that's basically it. So what you need to do, very simply put, first create your collections, make sure you have your hierarchy, your levels, how you want to organize them, put it in like a Excel sheet or a Google sheet or something like that. And then you're actually going to have to link to them via your navigations, your header and your footers. And within collection pages, main collection pages, you can actually use the widgets to input links to your sub-collections. That's it. If you have blog articles or you have other ways, you can actually link to them in different ways, but this is the most basic concept. So as always, if you have any questions, you want to go deeper, you have a specific problem, you're not sure what I was talking about, ask in the comments, ask on social media, ask on our website. We have YouTube comments, we have a lot of things. We're here to help you guys. So ask any questions you have, go as detailed as you want, as specific as you want. We're here to help. Thank you guys. If you did like this video, if it helped you in any way, please like, please subscribe, please share. It really helps us get feedback from you guys on the videos you like, on the content you like, and also helps us grow and reach more people. Much appreciated. Thank you guys.